Hey there, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Girl all around the interwebs. It is Sunday, the 21st of August. I can't believe it's already the end of August. But on the other hand, I'm also very excited. It's already towards the end of August because I'm ready for a little wee vacation I'm going to have in a couple of weeks. A little staycation, do some chores around the house, get some crafting and relaxing in. So I have I have two finished projects for you today. One that's knitted, one that's crocheted. We've got a little plant ready to talk about, just a wee little bit at the end. And I've made a lot of progress on one of my longer term projects. So let's talk about it, shall we? So I finally finished Aiden's socks. I realized after I finished them that I never made a project page on Ravelry. And so then I did a little math trying to figure out when did I start these. So my best conclusion was the beginning of April, but it could have been the end of March. But those were that's as close as I got to my deduction powers there. But I think early April into March for sure. These are knit, I have something in my eyeball. These are knit with white birch, I got it, white birch fiber arts. The colorway is called Lucy in the Sky. These are knit for my Aiden. He'll be super excited that they are done, and now that I'm recorded the podcast, he can wear them. The yarn was deep dark stash, so I don't know if this colorway will be available anymore, but the orange and blue is perfect for the boy, and so there we go, finished socks. Woo! The second thing I finished you haven't even seen yet because I just started it on Tuesday. One of the challenges for Ilvermorny this week was horses, so it was craft something to do with a horse. And I made this horse. Let me show you pictures. So I made the horse to pattern, the mane and the tail. And I'm going to show you pictures of what that looked like. So isn't he cute? Super cute little horse. But the mane was really weird. It's like, I didn't like it. It was tiny. I'm like, what the heck? And I also didn't like the tail. Cute little face though, right? And the first two pictures I had forgotten to put the little nose holes on it. So after I talked to my aunt this morning, I talk to her pretty much every Sunday. She's in Germany, so we have a little chat. She was like, Daniela, you gotta fix that. She said, he looks like he's got dragon scales instead of a horse's mane. Like, I know, I don't like it. So I went back in and I gave him a fringy mane. I took the dragon scales, that looking thing, which let me just tell you were a pain in the hiney to crochet, because you had to crochet 5, like you did your beginning chain, and then you had to crochet 5 different stitches into each beginning chain stitch. Super fiddly. This was so much easier and looked so much better. So I just did fringe, you know, like you would do at the end of a scarf. I used the same hand spun that I used for his feet. And now he has an actual pony's mane and the little fluffy tail, and it's so much better. I feel like now he actually looks like a horse, but I mean, it cracks me up because look, this is the body, and these are the legs. Super wonky little horse, but when you plop him down to sit, he's so cute. I love him. He's adorable. He might or might not end up being a gift. I don't know yet, but he is cute. Look at him. Now he has a proper horsey mane. So much better. Let me share you what this pattern was. Share with you, not share you, share with you. Let me look it up real quick because I don't remember It was actually a unicorn. So it's Little Baby Unicorn by Rachel Ho. It's a free pattern. This is the pattern. And I have a project page for it, so you'll be able to see it. It's a free pattern, which is great. The written instructions for the legs and the body and the ears and the head, fantastic. I don't like the mane or the tail. If you're going to make it, I would recommend just putting some fringe on it. The problem with this pattern, if you're not used to making toys, it's not a good pattern. There are absolutely no instructions as far as like where to put the arms and the legs and the ears and like how to put it together. There's only one picture in the pattern, and it's this pose from the front. So you can't even see from the side or the back where to put the limbs. If you do need a picture from the side or the back, the free pattern link goes to a web page, her website. And in the comments, if you scroll down, someone posted a picture of theirs, and they posted it from the side, and that's what I used for my limb head body placement, and that worked out pretty well here. Super cute, satisfied the challenge that I was making it for, and it was a fun little quick, it was fairly quick project. I mean, it's all single crochet in the round. Very nice, very nice. I watched all of the Hobbit movies and all of the Lord of the Rings this week. Actually, I just finished the last movie, which is why there has been so much crafting, because I've watched them before. I don't really have to pay attention. I can listen to it, just a lot of it. So that's how I was able to finish the pony and what I'm going to show you here in a minute. The socks I knit on because I've been watching The Extraordinary Attorney Woo on Netflix, which is a K-drama. It's really cute. If you like that kind of thing, I would go check it out. My complaint though is it's subtitled, so I can't knit and watch it because I have to read the subtitles. But I can knit in the round on a sock, which is why those socks got done. Between that and I had a meeting, got lots of knitting done, and the socks got off the needles, even though I hadn't planned to finish them this week. And horsey. I actually ended up not spinning any this week because I got distracted, but that's okay. Horsey's finished with a mane. I'm so glad my aunt was like, you've got to fix that, and I'm glad I did. It just took a few minutes, and it made such a huge difference. Maybe the more spiky mane is more appropriate if you are making it into the unicorn, because then it also has the horn. But I wanted mine to be a pony, not a unicorn, and so this is what I got. I also did a non-fibery project for Ilvermorny this week. One of the challenges was angles, and the extracurricular activities don't have to be yarny related, and so I made this quick little drawing, coloring, fun, colorful project and turned that in. So yay! It was very relaxing, a relaxing little project to just doodle, fun little doodle. I used to make those all the time. I used to make all the little swirls and then color in the little pieces. It was fun. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to my project here. I have been working on the Many Cats square. It's a pillowcase. The pattern is by Pony McTate. And this project is actually the reason, one of the main reasons I decided I needed it to get better at crochet, because I really wanted to make it. it looks like this. So you have all these squares that get put together, and then the cats get sewn onto the squares. So what I have done is I have this pillowcase. It's already a burlap pillowcase, already done. So I measured out how big I needed, or how many squares I needed to cover this pillowcase, because I'm going to make this, put it together, and then sew it onto the already made pillowcase. That's my plan. So I have made 16 squares of all different colors. I've already blocked them. These are ready to be sewn together now. Those are all done, all blocked. While I was waiting for the last batch to dry overnight, so last night I started crocheting the cats. They have really long strings on them because that's what I'm going to use to sew them onto the square. So here is one of the little cats. I haven't done any of the embellishment yet. This is just the basic cat. It's gonna get eyeballs. It's gonna get a little pink nose. And there it is. I also crocheted a tiny fish. Oh, it's way over there. Let's see, I can probably show you a picture. But anyway, I thought I'd like add that to it. That was for another little Ilvermorny challenge, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do with the fish? But I am going to put it on the pillow. It's an applique. It'll just go on top, just like the cats. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 12 cats finished. I only need to make 4 more. That's my plan for, I'm going to make the rest of the cats before, and then I'm going to start sewing these squares together. So I have no duplicates so far. So my plan is, and I'm hoping it works out, that I will have 16 different cats. So you can see I have all different colors. I have a beige one. This one actually is the color of my mom's cat that she recently lost. This looks like Thomas. And then I have an orange cat. I have a brown and black cat. Yellow, brown. I tried to pick out all this. This is all from scraps. So I just picked out scraps that looked like they could be a cat. And then I also have a self-striping yarn from Rock and String that is cat colored. I don't remember what the yarn is called. She dyed a couple, I don't know, it's been probably like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. But each stripe, I try to say stripe and cat at the same time, and that didn't really work very well. Each stripe is a different color cat. So there's like a gray tabby stripe, there's a calico stripe, there's just an orange stripe, there's the brown stripe, there's a black stripe. You know, you get it what I'm saying. So I'm using the scraps that I have that look like a cat, and I have 3 more. Well, and then the rest will be, I've already done some from the stripes, but then whatever I still need, I will do from the stripes. So I guess I'll have 3, I think there's 3. Yeah, still have 3 here. And then, although that last one, I don't know if I'm going to use it for the cat. So let's say those 2 gray shades, and then from the cat self-striping. I don't want to use all of the self-striping because I had sock tubes cranked with that yarn, and I want to use those, what I have for the heels and toes and cuffs. So I'll dip into it as I need to, but I don't want to use too much of it for future sock purposes. That is reserved. All right, so to this week, I'm making this pillow for my mom for her birthday. Now her birthday is not until the middle of September, but she's coming to visit next weekend. So and I don't see that happening because there's going to be so much finishing and weaving in of ends in this project. I'm really hoping that once I get them sewn together, I can just knot some of these, and it'll be behind, like it'll be between the crocheted squares and the fabric where I'm sewing it on. So I'm really hoping I can get away with not completely like weaving ends in on all these. I don't know. So anyway, so my next thing is finish those 4 cats. 4 is I think what I said I still needed, or 5, 4 or 5, whatever. Finish the cats. And then I'm going to sew the squares together. And I probably crochet them together, actually, not like literally sew them together. Crochet the squares together. Then I'm going to attach the cats, any embellishment, all that wonderful stuff. And then once the whole shebang is finished, I'm going to sew it onto the pillowcase. That's what I'm doing. Whether or not that will get done by next weekend, because I don't think it will be, but you never know. Might go faster than I think it will. I don't know. Then once I finish that, then we'll see what else I want to work on. Then we might get back to some spinning, and then it's already the end of the month. But I need to get through this week, have work and all that wonderful stuff. And then the following week, I have a week off. So I can spin some then. I don't know. And then also, it'll be a matter of what our challenges for camp at Ilvermorny are for this week. Because I might get distracted like I did with the pony and come up with something else to make this week. I don't know yet. All right, so that's all I got. I have cats to finish, squares to sew together, cats to sew on squares and embellish. They need noses and eyeballs. And then we'll see. So for my little plant this week, I have a ZZ Raven, and I forget what ZZ stands for. I can't pronounce it if I look it up, but I'm going to look it up. ZZ Raven. Does it even say here? Nope, does not. Anyway, ZZ as in zebra, raven. You can look up the technical name for ZZ, but if you look for it in the store or whatnot, it's just going to say ZZ. There are ZZ plants that are green, and this particular one is really dark, almost black. This is like a baby one. And the reason I picked this one to show you today, this is what it looks like once it's matured. But this particular plant has a baby, a new sprout. And once it starts, it's green, and then as it matures, it turns black. So I thought that was an interesting plant to show you. You can tell it has. I need to get rid of some old leaves. There. Oops. And it needs a little. Well, I watered it. And it needs a little more water. I'm going to water it before I put it back up. How about that? So this actually is. I keep this one actually in the corner in my kitchen, and it's fairly dark. And I have 3 of these. This is the smallest one, and it's throwing off a baby. I don't understand. Because then one of them is right here in the sunroom, gets plenty of light, and the other one is by the kitchen window, should get enough light. This plant tends to like low light, or can deal with low light. You don't have to worry about watering it too much. But the one that gets the least amount of light is the one that's happy and having babies. I don't understand. But anyway, I have multiples of these because I bought mine at Lowe's. And when I finally repotted it, it was completely root bound, and there were four plants in it. So I split them up. I put them into 4 different pots and gave one of them away. And I still have 3. I keep meaning to take one of them to my mother-in-law when we visit. No, well, eventually. I forgot last time. I took her a wandering dude, which is this up here. I don't know how well you can see that. Anyway, I kept a small piece and gave her the rest. And I actually gave a friend of mine half. So I split that one that was huge into 3 and just kept the little one for myself. But anyway, so the plant today is a ZZ Raven. I will link my Ravelry project page and leave the name of my little plant dude so you can know what I talked about in case you're interested. I have all my finished projects. We talked about what I'm going to work on next, and I think that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will catch you later. Bye.